Let's talk about some of the high growth areas where you're seeing value right now. Where is it that you're shopping?
Well, so our investments are going to be focused on Southeast Asia and India. And Southeast Asia, we include Singapore, of course, being the hub of the region. We also include Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, and Malaysia, and also evaluating the Philippines. A little bit of Japan in terms of companies that are looking to expand into the rest of Asia. So we are seeing opportunities across all these economies. And in the sectors that we're looking at primarily 6 sectors. The first is consumer, which is an obvious one in growing markets like these. The second is enterprise, where we look to invest in promising enterprise software companies. The third being fintech. Fintech, of course, the number of digital transactions are rapidly growing in this part of the world. In fact, countries here in Asia are amongst the largest number of digital transactions worldwide. The fourth is digital health. Fifth is sustainability, and the sixth is mobility. Now, all 6 of these have tremendous opportunity, and it's a question of finding the right founders with the right business models. And we look forward to finding these startups over the next 3-4 years and investing in them.
But how high is profitability on your pecking order, like, in your priority list? Because so far, a lot of these startups, we've seen bubble valuations, and a lot of these startups have enjoyed, funding of cheap capital. But that environment is changing. And so how do you look? Because I believe that if you're looking at a cash burn business, then it's harder to find value and find the right path to profitability, because it's also a bit of a patience game.
And that's the problem that a lot of startups are facing today. Now, obviously, when you're a young company, when you're a seed company or a Series A, Series B, you're not expected to have profits. You're expected to develop your business model, fine-tune it, and then grow your business. But once you get to the Series C or the Series D, then you've got to have a clear path to profitability. And by the time you hit your Series D, if you're not profitable, then you have a big problem. Now, what was happening in 2021-22 was investors were telling startups that profitability was optional. Now, that became a problem, because as long as there was plenty of funding available, plenty of capital, you could always make a case for why bother about profitability. Let's look to grow the top line. But at the end of the day, at some point, you've got to have a sustainable business that generates cash, and the cash needs to then fund the future growth. So we always emphasize this. There has to be a path to profitability, not in year 1 of your company, but if you haven't gotten there by year 4 or year 5, then you have a problem.